growth is quiet, not a fire, not a rush. It's the steady kind of progress that the world forgets to trust. The moments no one's watching when I choose to show up still. When I sit with all my questions and the doubt I have to kill. I used to chase perfection like it proved what I could be, but the real work lives in shadows, in the parts no one can see. So I trade the loud ambition for the patience I deserve, and I rise through every effort even when it starts to hurt. And the path becomes more honest when I stop demanding more, when I honor every heartbeat on the way to what's in store. So I stay close to the work, to the meaning in the grind, to the quiet dedication that reshapes my inner mind. I stay close to the work, to the truth beneath the fear. Every small step builds a future if I just keep showing here. Some days the weight is heavy and the progress feels too slow, but the time I spend in effort plants the things I'll come to know. The breakthroughs aren't sudden, they're the echoes from before, from the hours spent in silence when I choose to give once more. And even when I falter, when the focus slips away, I return to steady breathing, find my rhythm for the day. The work doesn't need perfection, just a willingness to try, just the courage to continue when the vision's running dry. And I feel the meaning deepen every time I pause and learn that the process shapes the outcome long before the tables turn. So I stay close to the work, to the meaning in the grind, to the quiet dedication that reshapes my inner mind. I stay close to the work, to the truth beneath the fear. Every small step builds a future if I just keep showing here. There was a time I questioned if my effort meant enough, if the hours spent in trying made me foolish, made me stuck. But the work reveals its wisdom in the days it feels unclear. It reminds me of my purpose, of the strength I've built each year. Now I rise with deeper knowing that the journey is the spark, that the progress made in silence is the one that leaves its mark. So I stay close to the work, to the meaning in the grind, to the quiet dedication that reshapes my inner mind. I stay close to the work, to the truth beneath the fear. Every small step builds a future when I choose to persevere. I used to wear my armor like the world was closing in. Tried to hide the fragile pieces so no one could see within. But the walls I kept around me made it harder just to feel, till I learned that being open is the way my heart can heal. There's a power in admitting what I'm scared to show at first, in the parts that shake and tremble, in the things that sometimes hurt. I no longer rush to cover every place that isn't strong. I let softness shape the moments where I learn where I belong. And the truth comes gently forward when I let the quiet speak, showing me that being tender doesn't make my spirit weak. I'm learning to be the softest version of me, where my heart can breathe freely, where I move honestly. I'm learning to be the softest version of me, letting all my hidden layers find the strength they're meant to be. days I fall to pieces, and I fear I've lost my glow. But the softness keeps reminding I don't have to always know. There's a calm that lives in waiting, in the pauses I once feared, in the moments spent unraveling what I've carried through the years. And even when I'm fragile, I'm not broken by the strain. There's a quiet kind of courage growing safely through the pain. So I rest inside my stillness, let the healing come in waves. Trust the softness that surrounds me as the part that truly saves. And I feel myself unfolding in the space where light can land. Learning softness is the doorway to becoming who I am. I'm learning to be the softest version of me, where my heart can breathe freely, where I move honestly. I'm learning to be the softest version of me, letting all my hidden layers find the strength they're meant to be. I don't need the hard edges that I built to feel secure. I don't need to mask the moments where I struggle to endure. There's a bravery in opening what I once refused to see, and the softness made of truth is the place I wanna be. I rise through gentle choices, through the care I give my soul, and the tenderness I'm growing is what finally feels whole. I'm learning to be the softest version of me, where my heart can breathe freely, where I move honestly. I'm learning to be the softest version of me, letting all my hidden layers find the strength they're meant to be. Yeah. The sky is painted softer than the night I left behind. Blush of gold along the window spills a promise in my mind. Coffee steam curls through the stillness like a quiet little prayer. Nothing rushing, nothing urgent, just a gentle kind of air. The worries from the evening lose their color in this light. All the edges that felt heavy now seem easier to hold right. I'm not who I was at midnight, all exhausted, tangled tight. Morning lays a softer filter over everything inside, and the day unfolds in whispers, not demanding who I'll be, just inviting me to notice what this moment offers me. I'm tinted by the morning, washed in amber, calm and new. Let the daylight draw around me, all the shades of something true. I'm tinted by the morning, leaving yesterday to rest, letting every quiet color show the way I can be blessed. My thoughts move without hurry, like they're walking hand in hand, finding room between the hours to decide where I will stand. I don't need a loud arrival to believe I've come alive. There is power in beginning with a slow, intentional mind. The mirror feels more gentle in the softness of this tone. I can see the girl I've hidden, looking back, not quite alone. She's a little less demanding of the person I should be. Morning gives a steady courage to just show up honestly, and the light keeps rearranging how I speak to my own heart, turning harsh and hurried language into something kind and warranted by the morning, washed in ever coming new. Let the daylight draw around me all the shades of something true. I'm tinted by the morning, leaving yesterday to rest, letting every quiet color show the way I can be blessed. I don't need the perfect story to begin another day. I just need a softer promise that I'll meet myself halfway. All the plans can wait a moment while I breathe and just exist. Let the morning wrap around me like a truth I nearly missed. Every sunrise paints a window, wonder who I've yet to be. And the colors I wake up in help me choose my energy. I'm tinted by the morning, washed in amber, calm and new. Let the daylight draw around me all the shades of something true. I'm tinted by the morning, washed in amber, calm and new. Let the daylight draw around me all the shades of something true. I'm tinted by the morning, letting all demands release, stepping into this new softness with a quiet kind of peace. Ooh, yeah. I've been standing in the doorway of the life I try to build, always searching for tomorrow, like the present wasn't real. But the moment holds a softness that I never learned to see, till I slowed enough to notice all the truth in front of me. Every breath becomes a blessing when I stop to let it land, when I loosen my grip gently on the things I can't command, and the world begins to open in a way I never knew. When I learn to hold the moment instead of rushing through, and I feel the quiet guiding where the deeper meanings stay. There is beauty in the stillness when I let it lead the way. So I keep my eyes on the present, where the real things start to grow, where the truth I've been avoiding finds a place for me to know. I keep my eyes on the present, letting moments shape my view, learning time is not a race, but a path I walk into. I used to fear the silence, thought it stole my sense of drive, but the quiet shows me clearly all the ways my heart survives. Every lesson builds in layers, every step becomes a sign that I don't need to chase the future just to prove that I can shine. Now I gather all the pieces that the moment starts to give, little truths I used to overlook in the rush of how I live. And I rise with new intention, more aligned than before, knowing presence brings me closer to the life I'm reaching for. And the daylight feels more honest when I meet it where it stands, not ahead in distant places, but right here within my hands. So I keep my eye on the present, where the real things start to grow, where the truth I've been avoiding finds a place for me to know. I keep my eyes on the present, letting moments shape my view, learning time is not a race, but a path I walk into. For so long I chased the future, thinking worth was down the line. But the progress that I'm making lives inside this very time. The present is my anchor, it's the breath that makes me whole. It's the rhythm I return to when I lose my sense of role. I don't need to run ahead now, I don't need to prove my pace. I just choose to live with purpose in the truth this moment makes. So I keep my eyes present, where the real things start to grow, where the truth I've been avoiding finds a place for me to know. I keep my eyes on the present, letting moments shape my view. Learning life begins in stillness when I let it carry through. The rhythm starts in whispers, somewhere deeper than my breath. A slow and steady glimmer, pulling tension from my chest. I follow every heartbeat like a path I never knew, letting go of what I carried to make room for something new. Thoughts move like constellations, shifting softly into place. Every doubt becomes a fragment of a sky I learn to trace. I move without the pressure, let the moment take its shape. There's a balance I've been finding in the rise and in the fall, like a current wrapped in softness that reminds me to let go. My light, like water, moving where it needs, bending with intention, never losing peace. My light, water, deep enough to breathe, flowing into clarity where my thoughts can finally ease. Sometimes I drift uncertain through the echoes of my past, but even in the chaos, every moment doesn't last. I learned to trust emotion, let each worry sink below. There's a meaning in surrender that the rushing doesn't show. The tide becomes my teacher in the way it learns to bend. It moves with quiet purpose, knowing loss is not the end. I breathe into its rhythm, let the surface settle free, finding strength in being open to the things I used to flee. And the calm keeps pulling gently where the deeper truths begin, showing me the spaces where I end and I begin. Like water, moving where it needs, bending with intention, never losing peace. Mine like water, deep enough to breathe, flowing into clarity where my thoughts can finally ease. Mine like water, moving where it needs, bending with intention, never losing peace. Mine like water, deep enough to breathe, flowing into clarity where my thoughts can finally ease. When the world gets heavier and the line begins to gray, I lean into the softness that the deeper waters make. I step beyond the tension, let the shadows drift apart. There's power in the patience, there's strength in every start. The waves become a language only quiet ones can read. They whisper through the silence and they lead me where I'm free. Mine like water, moving where it needs, bending with intention, never losing peace. Mine like water, opening in me, pulling me to stillness where I'm finally meant to be. I've been learning how to soften all the edges I once kept, how to give myself permission just to breathe and take a step. Every change arrives in whispers, not in moments loud and clear, and the parts of me still shifting need a space to disappear. I don't have to be unbroken just to prove I'm standing tall. I don't have to hide the moments where I tremble, where I fall. There's a courage in admitting when I don't have every key, in allowing all my growing to be something slow and free. And I feel the truth remind me there is grace in every stage, that I'm worthy in the waiting, not just when I turn the page. Oh, so hold me in the process, where the real change starts to bloom, where the parts I've kept in shadows finally find a place to move. Hold me in the process, through the shifting of my view. Let the journey shape the strength that I never thought I knew. Yeah. Some days I stand uncertain at the edge of who I've been, watching pieces fall around me while I try to pull them in. But the process isn't fragile, it's a fire growing slow, burning down the past I cling to, making room for where I'll go. There's a softness in surrender, in the patience that I choose, when I let the hardest moments show me what I've yet to lose. And I rise with deeper meaning when I walk through what I fear, knowing healing isn't perfect, but it's honest and it's near. And the stillness keeps assuring every step is meant to be, that the growth inside the struggle is the part that sets me free. So hold me in the process, where the real change starts to bloom, where the parts I've kept in shadows finally find a place to move. Hold me in the process, through the shifting of my view. Let the journey shape the strength that I never thought I knew. I don't need a polished ending to believe in where I stand. I don't need to rush the healing just to meet what life demands. Every scar becomes a lesson, every pause becomes a guide, and the process holds me gently as I learn to trust my stride. There's a beauty in becoming, in the days I feel unsure, and the faith I keep in growing makes the hardest moments pure. So hold me in the process, where the real change starts to bloom, where the parts I kept in shadows finally find a place to move. Hold me in the process, through the shifting of my view. Let the journey shape the strength that I never thought I knew. Hey. I've been learning not to wrestle with the things I can't control, letting go of all the patterns that kept tightening my hold. There's a freedom in the stillness, where the pressure starts to fade, where the weight I used to gather gently falls and drifts away. Sometimes I feel the open of a life without a plan, but the moment keeps on teaching how to trust where I begin. I don't need to know the ending for the journey to be real. There is meaning in the motion that the quiet helps reveal. And the truth comes slowly forward when I stop and let it show, telling me I'll find my foot in the places I don't know. myself be carried by the moment, by the softness in the air, by the light that drapes the silence, and the calm that meets me there. I let myself be carried by the moment, not resisting where it leads, learning life can't hold me gently if I trust the space I need. I breathe into the quiet till the noise begins to clear, finding comfort in the pauses I once filled with doubt and fear. The truth arrives in fragments, in the shifts I didn't plan, in the moments spent reflecting on the strength I hold in hand. And even when I waver, when the path feels undefined, I remember how the stillness brings me closer to my mind. I walk with open patience, let the moment draw its line, knowing every step I'm taking is connected by design. And I rise with deeper insight when I stop trying to push. There's a lesson in releasing in the gentle present hush. I let myself be carried by the moment, by the softness in the air, by the light that drapes the silence, and the calm that meets me there. I let myself be carried by the moment, not resisting where it leads, learning life can't hold me gently if I trust the space I need. For so long I thought the answers lived in what I had to chase, in the speed and expectation, in the rush to take up space. But the moment showed me softly that the truth is never forced. It appears in quiet rhythms when I'm steady on my course. Now I stand with clearer vision, let the present guide my way, knowing life moves with intention in the stillness of each day. I let myself be carried by the moment, by the softness in the air, by the light that drapes the silence, and the calm that meets me there. I let myself be carried by the moment, not resisting where it leads, learning life can't hold me gently if I trust the space I need. I take my time in silence where the noise can't interfere, where the smallest kind of progress feels like something I can hear. The gentle shift of breathing marks the path I start to trace. Every thought grows lighter as I settle into place. The world keeps pulling loudly like it wants to set the pace, but I find another rhythm in the spaces I create. Little steps I'm making never need to shout their name. They unfold in hidden corners till the moment feels reclaimed. And I feel the quiet rising in the strength that slowly builds. All the moments I've been gathering start aligning where they will. These are every quiet victory, the ones nobody sees, the shifts beneath the surface where I finally learn to breathe. These are every quiet victory, small but changing me, proof that I'm becoming who I always meant to be. I move through gentle shadows, let the tension melt away, learning how to honor every effort that I make. Some days feel like holding more than I can really bear, but the calm reminds me softly that I'm stronger than I'm scared. The progress isn't perfect, but it's honest in its form, a rhythm made in whispers that still keeps my spirit warm. I gather every moment that that begins to shift my view, piecing all the fragments into something standing true. And the stillness pulls me inward, where my heart can finally see all the places strength is growing, quiet, slow and faithfully. These are every quiet victory, the ones nobody sees, the shifts beneath the surface, where I finally learned to breathe. These are every quiet victory, small but changing me, proof that I'm becoming who I always meant to be. When the doubts begin to gather like a weight across my mind, I return to steady breathing, to the calm I always find. I honor every moment that has carried me this far, the subtle winds that shape me in the spaces left unscarred. And I rise a little taller in the truth I choose to keep, knowing every quiet triumph lifts me from the underneath. These are every quiet victory, the ones nobody sees, the shifts beneath the surface, where I finally learned to breathe. These are every quiet victory, small but changing me, proof that I'm becoming who I always meant to be. I've been learning how to listen to the rhythm of my pace, not the expectations that the world puts in my face. There's a softness in the choosing, where I let my body lead, where the calm becomes the anchor for the things I truly need. I don't rush to meet the moment like I did so many times. Now I move with deeper meaning, letting presence draw the lines. Every breath becomes a compass, pointing gently where to go, not through force or heavy pushing, just a natural quiet flow. And I feel the shift inside me when I move with open mind. There's a strength in simple pacing, in the peace I start to find. I'm learning how to flow without pressure, how to move without the strain, how to give myself the freedom not to prove a thing again. I'm learning how to flow without pressure, letting ease become a guide, finding truth in every moment, where my breathing aligns. I used to think that rushing made me worthy, made me strong, but the beauty in the stillness showed me how I had it wrong. Now I honor every heartbeat, every pause that helps me heal, and the space I give my spirit makes my purpose feel more real. Some days the doubts still linger, pulling softly at my spine, but I let them pass like weather, not a weight I have to mind. I walk with clearer footsteps through the noise I left behind, and the ease I'm slowly choosing shapes a life that finally aligns. And the calm becomes a teacher as the pressure fades away. Show me the strength and softness in the pace I choose each day. I'm learning how to flow without pressure, how to move without the strain, how to give myself the freedom not to prove a thing again. I'm learning how to flow without pressure, letting ease become my guide, finding truth in every moment, where my breathing aligns. For so long I carried tension in the places I felt small, tried to force myself to rise without trusting I could fall, but the fall became a blessing in the lessons that it gave, that I don't have to hold the world to be powerful or brave. Now I flow with deeper meaning, with intention in my hands, letting softness be the answer to the weight I used to play. I'm learning how to flow without pressure, how to move without the strain, how to give myself the freedom, not to prove a thing again. I'm learning how to flow without pressure, letting ease become a guide, finding truth in every moment where my breathing yeah. There's a quiet space I'm learning, where the daylight slips inside, where the edges of my worries lose the sharpness of their bite. I can feel the subtle rhythm moving underneath my skin, like a slow awakening where everything begins. Sometimes I drift in circles through the patterns of my mind, chasing thoughts that flicker like they're running out of time. But when I breathe with purpose and let the moment settle in, I hear a deeper heartbeat guiding where I've been, and a softer truth is forming, like a whispered clarity, a pulse that keeps reminding there's a place I'm meant to be, in the center of me, where the noise can't reach, where the calm holds steady and the world feels free, in the center of me, where the light breaks clean. I return to the stillness, where I know what I need. I trace the lines of memory that the morning leaves behind, little echoes of intention falling gently into rhyme. Some days feel like shadows pulling heavy at my chest, but even in the tension I know I'm doing my best. Every quiet revelation comes in pieces I collect, a mosaic made of patience of the moments I reflect. And I move with new alignment through the spaces in between, finding meaning in the small things, in the color of routine. There's a truth that keeps unfolding, soft as breath but meant to stay, pulling me back inward, where the answers find their way, in the center of me, where the noise can't reach, where the calm holds steady and the world feels free, in the center of me, where the light breaks clean. I return to the stillness, where I know what I need. When the doubt grows louder and the room begins to blur, I hold on to the quiet and the wisdom that I've earned. There's a freedom in the patience, in the shifts I choose to make, a gravity of purpose that the moment doesn't shake. I stand inside the open where the steady pulses lead, and I rise into the clarity of everything I see, in the center of me, where the noise can't reach, where the calm holds steady and the world feels free, in the center of me, I find what I believe, and I follow the rhythm of the person I can be. Yeah. not to rush toward every sound, not to let the world convince me I should always run around. There's a softness in the quiet, where I stand on steady ground, letting go of every moment that was pulling my mind down. Ooh, some days I lose my center when the noise begins to swell, when the expectations gather in a way I know too well. But I breathe myself back inward to the place I feel most clear, to the promise I keep holding. I can keep the balance here, and I feel the shift inside me as the chaos starts to fade, showing me the strength in choosing when my energy is safe. So I keep the balance here, in the calm beneath the rise, in the space I've learned to honor, where I meet my truest sides. I keep the balance here, where the pressure disappears, where the world is still in motion, but I move without the fear. Not everywhere is mine now, not every thought is meant to stay. I choose the ones that lift me and release what pulls away. The path is made in pieces, and decisions small and slow. In the moments I say enough now to the things that halt my growth. And even when I stumble, I return to what I know, that the balance isn't perfect, it's a rhythm meant to flow. So I gather all the lessons that the quiet helps me hear, and I root myself in presence till the purpose reappears. There's a peace that keeps unfolding when I listen past the strain, teaching me that moving gently doesn't mean I move in vain. So I keep the balance here, in the calm beneath the rise, in the space I've learned to honor, where I meet my truest sides. I keep the balance here, where the pressure disappears, where the world is still in motion, but I move without the fear. There was a time I carried every burden without pause, thinking strength meant holding tightly even when it bent my thoughts. But now I see the meaning in releasing what I can, and trusting my alignment and the ground on which I stand. The balance isn't fragile, it's a choice I make each day, to give myself permission to step back, reset, and stay. So I keep the balance here, in the calm beneath the rise, in the space I've learned to honor, where I meet my truest sides. I keep the balance here, where the pressure disappears, where the world is still in motion, but I move without the fear. I used to chase the hours like they always ran ahead, try to match the expectations others planted in my head. But the rhythm kept on breaking every time I moved too fast, till I learned the art of slowing, letting moments truly last. Now I breathe with deeper purpose, let the pressure melt away. Every step I take with meaning, every pause becomes okay. There's a freedom in the pacing that I never used to see. I don't have to move like others for the journey to be me, and the world can spin around me where the calm encourage me, where the quiet guides the motion, and the progress feels complete. I'm moving my own tempo, untangled from the race. Every moment finds its meaning when I'm moving my own pace. Some days the weight feels heavy and the world demands too much, but I honor every boundary, every limit I can trust. I don't need to chase approval or the life they think I should. There is power in alignment, in becoming what I could. The pressure starts to soften when I listen to my heart, when I trade their noisy tempo for the rhythm I impart. The pace becomes my anchor, holding steady through the noise, and the confidence I'm growing comes from choosing my own voice. There's a truth that moves within me where the chaos can't intrude, a reminder that I'm rising when I'm moving gratitude. When I'm moving gratitude, I'm moving my own tempo, where the calm encourage me, where the quiet guides the motion, and the progress feels complete. I'm moving my own tempo, untangled from the race. Every moment finds its meaning when I'm moving my own pace. For so long I thought that rushing proved ambition, proved my worth, but the slower steps I'm taking give my dreams a softer birth. I'm not losing time by resting, I'm not weak for letting go. I'm just letting life unfold in the ways I need to grow. There's a beauty in the rhythm only I can understand. It's a dance of quiet choices, not a run to meet demand. I'm moving my own tempo, where the calm encourage me, where the quiet guides the motion, and the progress feels complete. I'm moving my own tempo, untangled from the race. Every moment finds its meaning when I'm moving my own pace. Soft morning shadows fade across my mind. I breathe into the quiet, let the noise fall behind. Every little heartbeat keeps a steady time. I trace the shape of sunlight falling through the blinds. I settle in the stillness, let the tension go. Pages full of moments waiting to unfold. The world pulls in 1,000 different ways at once, but I come back to center to hear my inner pulse, and I feel it rising, rising somewhere deep inside, like a spark that's slowly forming, finding space to shine. So I hold the light steady, keep my focus true, let the world keep turning. I know what I'm meant to do. Every step gets clearer when the rhythm guides me through. I hold the light steady and it carries me to you. I move with purpose, unfolding breath by breath. The clutter starts to soften, I clear what's in my head. Moments turn to patterns, patterns turn to flow. I'm learning how to trust it, let intuition show. Sometimes doubt is heavy, like a weight across my chest, but even in the shadows I know I'm doing my best. There's beauty in the process, and every slow advance, a symphony of patience that asks me just to dance. And I feel it rising, rising, like a calm I always knew, calling me to stay here, to see the day unfolding true. So I hold the light, keep my focus true. the world keep turning. I know what I'm meant to do. Every step gets clearer when the rhythm guides me through. Hold the light steady and it carries me to you. Even when the doubts get loud and shadows cross my view, I ground myself and breathe again. Find the center I once knew. I lean into the quiet, let the small things pull me through. A gentle kind of rhythm, a truth both soft and new. I walk into the moment with intention in my shoes, and every step reminds me there's nothing I can lose. I rise with every heartbeat in a world that can't undo. The strength inside my stillness, the clarity I choose. So I hold the light steady, keep my focus true. Let the world keep turning. I know what I'm meant to do. Every step gets clearer when the rhythm leads me through. I hold the light steady and it always brings me back to you, you. In the spaces left unspoken, I can hear my heartbeat clear. Where the world stops pulling at me and the weight becomes less near. There's a softness in the shadows when my thoughts can finally land, and the fears I used to follow lose their power on command. I've been rushing through my moments, trying hard to stay ahead, filling silence with distraction, afraid of what my mind had said. But the stillness holds an answer in a voice that feels like home, and I feel my truth unfolding when the noise begins to fall. There's a calm that keeps reminding I am safe inside it all. I trust the quiet, I return to who I am. All the battles I've been fighting start to loosen in my hands. Trust the quiet, I can't breathe without the strain. Let the silence be my teacher, let it guide me through the change. The world moves with intention, even when I lose my way, and the light behind my worries finds a chance to softly stay. Every thought becomes a window to the place I try to hide, but I open it with patience and invite the truth inside. There's a peace in learning gently that I'm stronger than I knew, that the moments I've been doubting hold the proof of what is true. The quiet doesn't judge me, it just meets me where I've been, shows the fragments I've been carrying, the meaning they contain, and the silence keeps revealing things I never dared to see, pulling back the layers softly till I meet the honest me. When I trust the quiet, I return to who I am. All the battles I've been fighting start to loosen in my hands. When I trust the quiet, I can't breathe without the strain. Let the silence be my teacher, let it guide me through the change. For so long I feared the stillness, thinking it would break my drive, but the quiet showed me gently it's the place I come alive. Every pause becomes becomes a blessing. Every breath a subtle guide, leading me toward the version of myself I used to hide. And the calm becomes a shelter, where the truth stands unafraid, where I rise from deeper knowing, in the strength that I've reclaimed. Trust the quiet, I return to who I am. All the battles I've been fighting start to loosen in my hands. When I trust the quiet, I can freely see that the silence never leaves me. It's the home that carries me. There's a picture forming slowly in the quiet of my mind. Not a map of where I'm headed, but a feeling I can find it. Move without the pressure of the things I used to chase. It's the kind of gentle longing that brings clarity, not haze. I spent years in constant motion, trying hard to prove my worth, filling every empty moment with a noise that tried to hurt. But now I breathe with purpose, let the stillness guide the way. I'm learning how to follow what my inner truth obeys, and now I feel a vision form, solid, honest in its shine. A direction made of patience, not a race to cross a line. So I follow a soft vision, where the heart begins to lead, where the quiet shows me meaning, and in the things I truly need. I follow a soft vision, where the fear begins to fade, where the light inside my choices shows me who I'm meant to shape. There's a strength in choosing gentle, in refusing to pretend that the rush defines my value, or the pace defines my end. Every step becomes a lesson that the softer path can win, not by moving any faster, but by learning where to begin. Even in the distance where uncertainty is wide, the vision still grows clearer when I trust my quiet side. It whispers in the margins, whispers in the margins of the life I try to build, of the life I try to build. Let go of all that breaks you, return to what is real, and return to what is real. And the picture keeps expanding in a language made of grace, teaching me that being present is the power I embrace. So I follow a soft vision, where the heart begins to lead, where the quiet shows me meaning, in the things I truly need. I follow the soft vision, where the fear begins to fade, where the lights inside my choices shows me who I'm meant to be. There was a time I mistrusted every whisper of my soul, thinking softness made me fragile, thinking strength meant losing hope. But now I see the beauty in a heart that moves with care, in the courage of surrender, in the truth of being bare. The vision doesn't force me, it invites me to grow slow, to rise me to grow slow, to rise in deeper kindness, and to love the parts, and I love the me who I'm meant to be. Yeah. The morning opens slowly, like a curtain pulled aside. Colors spill across the silence, waking something deep inside. I feel the world unfolding in the rhythm of my breath, a gentle kind of promise in the stillness I accept. I move through quiet moments that the early hours keep, tracing lines of purpose in the spaces left for me. Every thought grows softer as the light begins to rise, showing truths I overlooked in the shadows of my mind. And I learn to trust the pacing as the daylight shifts and bends. There's a clarity and patience that the rushing never ends. Show me what the day reveals in the calm beneath the noise, in the places I've been missing, where I learn to hear my voice. Oh, show me what the day reveals in the light I used to chase, in the quiet growing lessons that the stillness helps me face. I follow gentle patterns in the way the hours move, each moment holding something that I never thought I knew. The smallest spark of insight in a thought I almost missed becomes a turning point that leads me to my shift. Oh, sometimes the world feels heavy when I carry too much weight, but the day keeps rearranging what I once thought couldn't change. It shows me hidden answers in the margins of the light, little truths that gather softly till they start to feel like mine. And I feel the meaning forming like a breath I didn't see, helping me step forward into who I'm meant to be. Show me what the day reveals in the calm beneath the noise, in the places I've been missing, where I learned to hear my voice. Oh, show me what the day reveals in the light I used to chase, in the quiet growing lessons that the stillness helps me face. When the doubts start crowding in and the clarity grows thin, I return to gentle breathing, to the place I always begin. The daylight draws a pathway through the thoughts I tried to hide, showing me the corners where I left myself behind. I rise into the moment as the sunlight starts to shift, finding strength in grounded presence in the softness that persists. Show me what the day reveals in the calm beneath the noise, in the places I've been missing, where I learned to hear my voice. Show me what the day reveals in the light I used to chase, in the quiet growing lessons that the stillness helps me face. The night was growing heavy in the corners of my mind. All the dreams I've kept in silence felt too distant, hard to find. But the morning broke the shadows with a soft and steady glow, and I realized in the quiet there are things that grow slow. I've held on to expectations thinking progress should come quickly, or it somehow wasn't mine. But the truth unfolds in moments that don't call for rushing in. It arrives the way the sunrise touches gently on the skin, and I feel my heartbeat shifting when I stop demanding more. There's a spark that's slowly forming in the space I've waited for. So I'm waiting for the spark, not in pressure, not in fear, in the calm between the instincts where the truth grows crystal clear. I'm waiting for the spark and the patience I reclaim, knowing everything I nurture will ignite its rightful flame. Some days the doubt grows louder than the voice I try to trust, and I wonder if my footsteps are enough to rise above. But the spark is in the trying, in the faith I choose to hold, in the steady quiet choices that I make when I feel bold. And even when I'm fragile, when the world feels out of sync, I remind myself that waiting is a strength, not what they think. For the spark arises in timing that no rushing can create. It's a light that finds its moment when my heart unlocks the gate, and I breathe into the stillness where the doubts begin to part, letting every gentle whisper feed the courage in my heart. So I'm waiting for the spark, not in pressure, not in fear, in the calm between the instincts where the truth grows crystal clear. I'm waiting for the spark and the patience I reclaim, knowing everything I nurture will ignite its rightful flame. I used to think the magic lived in sudden perfect signs, in the moments that felt certain, or the paths that looked aligned. But the spark begins much smaller, as a breath I nearly missed, as a feeling in my chest that says you're getting close to living. So I honor every moment that feels quiet, soft or slow, knowing even silent progress is a place where embers grow. Morning settles on my shoulders with a softness made of gold. All the places I felt broken start to shimmer when I'm bold. There's a glow along the edges of the doubts I couldn't shake, and it shows me how the shadows only prove the light I make. I don't always see the meaning in the steps I try to take. Sometimes every quiet effort feels like moving through a haze, but the moments turn to lanterns when I choose to truly see that the light I keep on searching has been rising inside me. And the truth begins to surface in the space I finally feel. There is brightness in the waiting that the darkness can't conceal. I get light where I need it, like the path is fading out, but the glimmer keeps returning when I breathe through every doubt, and it lands in hidden places where I've buried all my fear, finding cracks I didn't notice, just to shine its way in here. I don't need a perfect vision or a certainty to cling. All I need is one small flicker to remind me of my wing. And the world becomes less heavy when I look for what is real, and the spark that waits for comfort in the moments I can feel. And I rise in quiet stages as the shadows shift aside, finding brightness in the corners where my heart comes back to life. I get light where I need it, not ahead and not behind. But exactly in the moment when it's time for me to rise, I get light where I need it, in the lessons that unfold, in the courage made in quiet, in the strength I learned to hold. I thought I had to shine brightly just to feel like I was strong, but the softer beams of healing proved I never had it wrong. Light shows up in gentle timings, in the pauses I resist, in the breath that brings me inward, in the truth I almost miss. So I trust the slow arrival and the glow that's meant for me, knowing shadows only deepen what my light has grown to be. I get light where I need it, not ahead and not behind. But exactly in the moment when it's time for me to rise, I get light where I need it, in the lessons that unfold, in the courage made in quiet, in the strength I learn to hold. Softer as the daylight settles in, every sound that used to pull me fades into a distant wind. My thoughts begin to gather like they're choosing where to land, and the quiet builds a rhythm only I can understand. There's a calm that moves around me like a thread across my skin, pulling all the scattered pieces to the center once again. The noise outside keeps turning, but it never finds its way to the space I'm sinking into, where my mind begins to stay. And the moment grows deliberate as the world around me slows. I can feel a gentle purpose in the way my breathing flows. This is the way focus feels, like a doorway breaking through, like the clutter stepping backward, leaving only what is true. This is the way focus feels, clear and steady, strong and real. Every thought alive with meaning, in the way I finally feel. My hands move with intention, tracing lines that make me whole. Every action holds a quiet that keeps anchoring my soul. I'm not chasing any outcome, I'm just present where I stand, letting purpose rise within me like a whisper in my hand. Some days the world is heavy and the clarity runs thin, but the focus waits with patience till I let the stillness in. It reminds me I'm not fragile, just unfolding as I grow, and the strength inside the silence is a truth I'm learning slow. Then the moment opens wider, letting everything align, and I fall into the rhythm that was always meant as mine. Oh, this is the way focus feels, like a doorway breaking through, like the clutter stepping backward, leaving only what is true. This is the way focus feels, clear and steady, strong and real. Every thought alive and meaning, in the way I finally feel. doesn't ask for perfect lines. It just needs a quiet entry and a willingness to try. Every breath becomes a signal, every pause becomes a guide, showing me that concentration grows from peace I hold inside. Focus isn't tightening, it's a soft returning home to the part of me that settles when I let the moment on. This is the way focus feels, like a doorway breaking through, like the clutter stepping backward, leaving only what is true. This is the way focus feels, clear and steady, strong and real. Every thought aligned with meaning in the way I finally feel. Yeah. There's a moment in the quiet when the rush begins to fade, when the weight I've been carrying gently starts to slip away. Time feels less like pressure, more like space I get to breathe. And the noise I thought controlled me loses all its hold on me. I've been moving out of instinct, trying hard to meet the pace, chasing every expectation till I ran out of my grace. But stillness has a language only calm can let me hear, saying you don't have to hurry, just be fully present here. And I feel the truth awaken underneath the fading sound. There is healing in the moment where my feet return to ground. When the world pauses, I can hear myself again. All the pieces I've been losing find a shape within my hands. When the world pauses, I remember who I am. Let the silence be the doorway to the strength I understand. I walk through softer shadows where the tension used to stay, letting go of heavy patterns that no longer lie my way. Each breath becomes a compass, pointing where I need to go. Not to follow every impulse, but to deepen what I know. Some days the sky feels heavy and my thoughts run out of line, but I learn to slow and gently doesn't mean I fall behind. The world can keep on turning at the speed it chooses to. I move with clearer purpose when I honor what is true. Every pause becomes a promise that I'm worthy of the peace. That reflection isn't weakness, but the start of my release. Whoa. When the world pauses, I can hear myself again. All the pieces I've been losing find a shape within my hands. When the world pauses, I remember who I am. Let the silence be the doorway to the strength I understand. There was a time I feared the quiet, thought it meant I lose my drive, but the stillness showed me gently that is where my truth survives. I learned that rest is sacred, that the heart needs room to mend, that pausing isn't stopping, it's the way I rise again. The world can shake around, but in the calm I choose to stay. And I realign my spirit with the strength I've tucked away. The world pauses, I can hear myself again. All the pieces I've been losing find a shape within my hands. The world pauses, I remember who I am. Let the silence be the doorway to the strength I understand. To the strength I understand. beneath the surface, where the turning quiet lives, where thoughts move without pressure and the moment gently gives. There's a pulse inside the stillness, like a lantern in the dark, guiding every motion till I recognize my heart. Sometimes the world gets louder than the space I try to keep, pulling at my focus till I lose a sense of me. But even in the chaos I can feel a subtle glow, calling me to center where the calm begins to grow. And I drift toward the rhythm where the hidden patterns show, soft enough to hear them, strong enough to let them hold. This is where I find my flow, in the colors moving slow, in the moments made of breathing, where the quiet starts to grow. Oh, this is where I find my flow, where the deeper currents go, in the space between the heartbeat, where my clarity unfolds. I step through fading tension, leave the noise outside the door, let the silence paint a story on the outlines of my core. Every breath becomes a compass, every thought becomes a thread, leading me to futures I once feared to see ahead. And even when I'm uncertain, I return to what I trust, the gentle pull of presence gathering the dust. I follow every instinct like a river seeking home, moving with intention through the places I've outgrown. There's a meaning in the stillness that the rush never shows, a truth that rises slowly from the quiet down below. This is where I find my flow, in the colors moving slow, in the moments made of breathing, where the quiet starts to grow. Oh, this is where I find my flow, where the deeper currents go, in the space between the heartbeat, where my clarity unfolds. When the weight begins to gather and the lines begin to blur, I lean into the softness of the calm I once preferred. The rhythm shows me patience in the way it ebbs and bends. It teaches me to listen to the voice I hold within. I rise with gentle motion, letting no resistance go, and walk into the stillness where the truest parts can show. This is where I find my flow, in the colors moving slow, in the moments made of breathing, where the quiet starts to grow. Oh, this is where I find my flow, where the deeper currents go, in the space between the heartbeat, where my clarity unfolds. Frames of light across the floor, every echo asks for more. Whispers rise, they fade again. I walk inside this moving frame, city hum behind the glass. Time is slow, the moments pass, breath becomes a steady line. I dissolve in the design, shadows in motion, soft and clear, holding me closer, keeping me near. Through the silence I remain calm and steady, thoughts sustain. Pages turn, the ink runs slow, lines of meaning start to grow. Every fragment has its place, focus carves a quiet space. Eyes on nothing, mind on all, gentle rhythm breaks the wall, moving forward frame by frame. Stillness whispers out my name, holding me close. ocean, soft and clear, holding me closer, keeping me near. Through the silence I remain calm and steady, thoughts are staying. Canvas white, in the quiet of the fading light, just a whisper of a thought, for the pattern that I've sought. Piece by piece the lines connect, building out the architect of a vision clean and true. Yeah, the signal's breaking through. See the structure, the blueprint clear, and the noise just disappears. Chasing signals in the code, problem, every test puts the theory to the rest. Losing track of space and time, every single perfect rhyme. In the silence I can hear the final vision coming near. Signals breaking through. See the structure, the blueprint clear, and the noise just disappears. Taking back complete control. A sudden spark, a flash of bright, turning darkness into light. What was tangled now is straight, sealing its creative fate. Piece by piece the lines connect, building out the architect of a vision clean and true. Yeah, the signal's breaking through. See the structure, the blueprint clear, and the noise just disappears. The question is a melody that plays inside my head, a gentle, slow rotation in this quiet space. Instead of chasing new distractions, I'm allowing it to turn. The final simple lesson that my frantic mind must learn. I'm not looking for the fast road, I'm not looking for the noise. Just a steady, slow commitment to the promise of my voice. I'm thinking in loops, and the answer starts to clear. The quiet, slow repetition that can finally conquer fear. I'm finding all the error where the pattern starts to bend, going back to the beginning till the process finally mends. Yeah, thinking in loops, I demand myself to stay in the simple, sharp insistence till the fading of the day. I close my eyes and let the sequence run itself again, filtering the surface to find the heavy weight within. The logic is a circle that I'm tracing with my hand, a perfect slow perimeter in this dedicated land. The all-out distractions are the silence I now seek, the power of the process for the goal that I must keep. I'm thinking in loops, and the answer starts to clear. The quiet, slow repetition that can finally conquer fear. Finding all the error where the pattern starts to bend, going back to the beginning till the process finally mends. Yeah, thinking in loops, I demand myself to stay in the simple, sharp insistence till the fading of the day. I know the speed will change when the final light appears, but I'll hold on to the structure that has conquered all my fears. I'll file away the memory of the gentle spinning sound, the simple steady wisdom that the quiet mind has found. I sign off on the process, on the logic that is true, the only way to finish what I finally got through. Don't break the simple cadence, don't demand a new result. I need the slow calm motion that will finally exalt the simple steady feeling that the truth is almost near, leaving only quiet logic, eliminating fear. The loop breaks, the sound vanishes, only the solution remains. The silence wins.
Oh no, 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 no. Oh, 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 oh. Laptop's got a rhythm that the daylight couldn't find, a subtle steady hum that is calming to my mind. I hear the gentle whirring of the fans inside the machine, the quiet perfect tempo of a world that is so clean. It's the digital breath, and it's finally setting me free from the frantic loud demands of the person I should be. I'm breathing to the digital breath, letting the sequence run, the perfect simple silence for the work that must be done. I'm synchronizing my slow heartbeat with the processor's pace, finding all the logic in this quiet working space. Yeah, the digital breath is the only sound I need, planting one more perfect sharp and logical seed. Yeah. The whole world's full of chaos, shouting in a speed, but the simple steady process is the only truth I read. Yeah. I trace the lines of code now, they begin to make their sense, ignoring all the pressure and a foolish past pretense. I don't need a loud distraction or a complicated spell. Just the gentle, quiet comfort of the world I know so well. Oh, I'm breathing to the digital breath, letting the sequence run. The perfect simple silence for the work that must be done. I'm synchronizing my slow heartbeat with the processor's pace, finding all the logic in this quiet working space. Yeah, the digital breath is the only sound I need, planting one more perfect sharp track that logical seed. Whoa, I know the speed will change when the morning starts to rise, but the focus that I master will be shining in my eyes. I file away the wisdom that the quiet helped me find, the simple steady power that can organize my mind. I sign off on the rhythm, on the purpose that is true, the final quiet comfort of the things I finally do. Don't break the simple sequence, don't stop the gentle flow. I need this quiet rhythmic energy to grow. I'm letting the machine speak the logic that I lack, the final simple power that I finally got back. Digital breath, the system is online, the piece is set, the focus is finally mine.
Oh, 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 yeah. Hey. The world outside is a maze of 1,000 different turns, but the lesson that I need is a simple one that burns. I'm not looking for the side roads, I'm not checking all the signs, just the one unbroken current where the future finally shines. I close the heavy door now and I dim the empty light, focusing the vision on the only thing that's right. It's the single track and the view is crystal clear, leaving all the noisy distractions and the heavy silent fear. I'm running on the one line where the speed is fast and true. No need for a decision, no question what to do. Yeah, the single track, it demands I stay inside the flow, the quiet sharp momentum of the only way to go. Voices in my inbox are language I can't speak. I mute the interruptions and the promises they seek. I'm clearing out the background, letting all the colors fade, focusing on the structure that the dedication made. Every single movement is a purpose, clean and bold, a final quiet story that is finally being told. It's the single track and the view is crystal clear, leaving all the noisy distractions and the heavy silent fear. I'm running on the one line where the speed is fast and true. No need for a decision, no question what to do. Yeah, this single track, it demands I stay inside the flow, the quiet sharp momentum of the only way to go. I know the speed will change when the final light appears, but I hold on to the focus that has conquered all my fears. I'll file away the progress, the knowledge I have gained, the simple steady power that the silence has maintained. I'm signing off the purpose on a vision that is real. The only thing that matters is the simple way I feel. Ooh, don't break the simple rhythm, don't change the quiet chords. The single track is stronger than the noise of any force. I'm breathing in the silence, letting the conviction grow, the simple quiet knowledge of the only way to know. Single track, no turn, the work is complete. Single track, no turn, the work is complete.
What? Hey. Yeah. Ooh. Grains descend, a silver thread through the glass where hours are spread. Each moment falls, yet none return. A steady flow, a flame that burns. The narrow ways, the path is small, yet endless echoes through it fall. Each grain of breath, a fleeting sound. Still in the silence I am found. Sands of time, falling slow, marking true. I start to know through the glass. I see it clear, the present always holds me near. Some grains are bright, like shards of light. Some fall unseen into the night, but everyone, a voice, a sign, a rhythm deep, a pulsing line. No, I watch them drift, I let them go. A river made of dust and glow. The weight of years dissolves away. The hourglass shapes a calmer day. Sands of time, falling slow, marking true. I start to know through the glass. I see it clear, the present always holds me near. Hands may turn the frame again, and all beginnings still remain. For what has passed becomes the ground, and what will come is not yet found. I am the grain, I am the glass, I am the sand. I hold the flow, I hold the flow within my hand, within my hand. Oh, each fall a chance, each fall a chance, each shift a call. Yet still I rise above it all. I see the measure one by one. No fear, no haste, no shadows climb. Just gentle silence holding time. Falling slow, marking true. I start to know through the glass. I see it clear, the present always holds me near. The glass may turn, the cycle start, but I will keep a steady heart. For in the flow I understand, the time itself is in my hand. The noise surrounds, it pulls me thin. 1,000 voices crowd within, but in the way I learn to stay, I breathe it out, I find the way. The trembling hands, they start to slow. The restless thoughts begin to go. A fragile calm, a steady start. It builds a rhythm in my heart. The doubt arrives, it speaks so loud. It wears the mask, it hides the crowd. But I won't break, I will not fall. The silence lifts, it holds it all. Each passing fear becomes a line. It bends, it breaks, it leaves in time. And what remains is strong, is clear. A voice inside I need to hear. Through the silence I remain. Oh, oh, oh. Through the stillness I regain. Oh, yeah. Every moment strong and true. Through the I stand, I claim the night. The mind can't burn, the mind can't heal. It shapes the truth, it makes it real. A steady ground beneath my feet, a rhythm slow, a constant beat. The focus spills, the shadows fade, a stronger heart is being made. The storms will pass, the doubts will go, the inner tide begins to flow. And though the weight may rise again, I know the strength will still remain. For in the silence I can see the brighter path ahead of me. No fear, no rush, no restless fire, just calm that takes me higher. Oh, you're the light. Through the stillness I'll regain every moment strong and true. Through the silence, the world can't shake, the voices call, but I am stronger than them all. The silence sings, it clears the way, it turns the night into the day. The final breath, the final sound, yeah, the steady strength that I have found. Oh, every trial I can't stay. The silence shows the brighter way, and it lifts the mind, it heals the soul, it brings the broken back to whole. And in the quiet, strong and new, I find the path I'm walking through. I sit inside the quiet space. The world outside begins to fade. Every sound turns soft and slow. Every thought finds room to grow. Pages open, the lines appear, drawing pathways crisp and clear. I let them guide my steady hand, building shapes I understand. The clock keeps turning, but I don't mind. I'm carried forward in measured time. The weight of hours feels like air. The work unfolds, I'm fully there. No storm can break this inner ground, no louder voice can shake the sound. I ride the flow, I hold the thread. No turning back, no words unsaid. Lines in motion, drawing me near, holding me steady, keeping me here. Lines in motion, silent and true, carving the focus in all that I do. My hands are mirrors of the mind, tracing visions the hours define. Each stroke a river, each word a flame. Different paths but all the same. The walls around are calm and wide. A hidden compass lives inside. I follow forward, I never stray. The lines will carry me all the way. And when distraction tries to call, it fades against this steady wall. The rhythm's stronger, the color's bright. The inner current holds me tight. No noise can pierce, no doubt can stay. The flow dissolves the shades of gray. I move with purpose, clear and slow. The deeper current makes me whole. Drawing me near, lines in motion, keeping me here. Lines in motion, silent and true, carving the focus in all that I do. Lines in motion, drawing me near, holding me steady, keeping me here. Lines in motion, silent and true, carving the focus in all that I do. Through the silence I hear the beat, a quiet echo beneath my feet. Not rushing fast, not dragging low, just endless circles that make me grow. Yeah. So let the daylight shift and bend. I find the star within the end. No finish line, just constant flow. No higher place I need to go. I give my time, I give my care, and find my strength already there. The focus lives, the current stays. A timeless path, a steady blaze. Lines in motion, lines in motion, drawing me near. Lines in motion, keeping me here. Carving the focus in all that I do. Lines in motion, lines in motion, carving this function, silent and true. Lines in motion, drawing me near, guiding the work inside of me. The clock moves slow, the paper waits. My thoughts slip through the open gate. Noise drifts off, it fades away. A quiet mind shapes the day. Hands are steady, rhythm true. The endless hours become the view. Every breath a mark in time, drawing lines both sharp and fine. Silent frames hold me close. In the calm I choose the road. Every shadow disappears. Focus cuts through doubt and fears. Oh no, doubt and fear. Oh, the windows hum, the city sleeps, but in my mind the current keeps flowing deeper, clear and wide. No distraction left inside. Letters form, the silence grows. The inner fire softly glows. Patience carries me along. Each small moment makes me strong. Silent frames hold me close. In the calm I choose the road. Oh, every shadow disappears. Focus cuts through doubt and fear. Not a race, not a sound, just a steady ground I found. Through the stillness, through the night, focus stays, the path is light. Oh, morning comes, but I don't mind. Clarity is what I find. Every step, each passing hour gives my mind its quiet power. Silent frames hold me close. In the calm I choose the road. Every shadow disappears. Focus cuts through doubt and fear. Oh, yeah. And fear. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Ooh. Oh. Waves collide, the shore erased, the ocean breeze, a boundless space, no line, no end, no tethered ground, just roaring depths, the thunder sound. I stand alone, the spray is wild, the sea divides, the sea beguiled, it pulls my doubts, it drowns my fear. The ocean's voice is vast and sincere. The sky bends low, the currents rise, the salt burns sharp.
The moon commands, the waters move, a tide of power, harsh yet true. The ships are small, their lights are frail, against the surge, against the gale. Still I breathe, I claim my ground, though all around's a raging sound. The sea consumes, but also frees, it writes its law on men like me. No silence here, yet silence grows. Inside the chaos, wisdom flows. The sea is wild, the sea is kind. It leaves its salt deep in my mind. At night the stars dissolve in black. The ocean answers, never slack. It whispers low, it shouts, it sings. It takes the weight of earthly things. I close my eyes, I hear its call. The ocean holds, it holds us all. And when I walk away from shore, its endless voice will rise once more. Ocean, vast, untamed, unknown, breaks me down, yet makes me whole. Every storm, each rising wave teaches strength, the strength to stay. Sparks ignite, they dance, they run. Shadows flee before the sun. The air is thick, the embers glow. A force that builds, a force I know. It burns the old, it clears the way, turns the night into a day. No gentle hand, no tender breath. The fire speaks of life and death. Fire, untamed, alive. It breaks me down. It lets me rise through ash and smoke. I find my skin. Oh, the truth revealed. The fire within. The fire within. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wood gives way, the walls collapse. Every spark redraws the map. It doesn't ask, it doesn't wait. It carves its path, it calls my fate. The heat consumes, the heat creates, destroys the locks, destroys the gates. In every flame, a hidden song of how we burn, of how we're strong. Fire, wind, untamed, alive. It breaks me down, down. It lets me rise through ash and smoke. I find my skin. I find my skin. The truth revealed, the truth revealed. The fire within, the fire within. Yeah. Whispers crack and glowing coals. 1,000 truths, 1,000 roads. It sears the doubt, it scars the lies. It feeds the dark, it lights the skies. Yeah. The night is red, the earth is dry. The flames reach up to touch the sky. I walk alone, my fear erased by fire's hand. My soul is faced, it asks for all, it leaves no part. It brands its mark upon my heart. And when it fades, I'll still remain, but never quite the same again.